Hello and welcome to episode 16 of the Imperfect Professionals Podcast. I'm Cam. Alongside me, Sportsnut. Sportsnut, welcome, Matt. Welcome to the podcast. Have we got you? Heard something, but he's here and he's ready to go. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, a bit of a shaky start, but
Freo do well, Brisbane do bad.
are you going to say good day, or is that just what you are? Anyway, shaky start, but we're here. Welcome to episode 16 to
Welcome
the
everyone.
Imperfect.
Today,
Yes, there we go. Took you a while. No, welcome back. We didn't do one last week, so we're back here. The Fortnight Podcast. We are here though, and good to see everybody. Oh, they're saying flag mantle.
Yep,
Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, actually, they are sitting third, halfway point in the season, genuine contender.
Would you have them on top of
My
the
flag
power
favourites at the moment
currently?
are still Melbourne.
Made it.
Did you say Sportsman?
Yeah.
Yeah, gee, Graz, just cause it, flag mental. Just cause it's absolutely spamming Freo, so, gee, they're up and about. The Dockers.
It might be a timeout if he keeps on spamming.
Oh God. Oh, that's scary. No, yeah, he's all good.
Shannon, probably not, mate, but you never know your luck.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, really. But yeah, no, let's talk about the Dockers firstly. And yeah, they were coming off losses against Gold Coast and Collingwood. And everyone was like, don't know about the Dockers making the top four. Maybe, the Saints are better than them. At the moment, Dockers are better than the Saints, you would have to say. Saints are still pretty good this season, but the Dockers are better. Coming off those two losses, everyone was starting to write Fremantle off. They were like, they're not flag mantle, they're Fremantle. And then I said that don't write them off just yet. They will turn around and, maybe still finish in the top four. I said that, and what happens? They beat Melbourne and Brisbane, who are first and second on the ladder. They sit third now to the Dockers after round 12. Credit to the Dockers. They've beaten the best two sides in the comp. How have you seen the Dockers this season? Because they've been pretty good, the Dockers.
Yeah,
two real good sides that have performed
yeah,
well,
the
as well as
Dockers have
Carlton,
been pretty
Collingwood.
good, but
I can see ya.
the Dockers have been good, but the Hawks, I reckon, will be their biggest test in the last few weeks because of Melbourne and Brisbane. And I know that sounds like really silly, but it's because I reckon they always beat teams that they're not expected to. But they can't beat lower ranked sides, so this is a big test.
He's tried to think of an explanation of what he's just said. In other words, he's saying that because he goes for the Hawthorn Footy Club. But we'll see, okay? We'll see. Other highlights.
And if it rains on Saturday, I reckon the Hawks could beat them. So that will be the biggest test if it rains. But I also think that the Hawks bring an exciting brand of footy, so it's going to be their biggest test for their defence all year.
How did you see your Hawkers go on the weekend?
Second half was brilliant, but yeah, not good enough in the first.
Just fell short, but
yeah,
you did pretty well to come back.
It did well,
obviously
but
my team, Port, had the bye. But we're playing Thursday night footy.
Your team against the bye?
Oh, yeah, we actually won it this year. So I know a few years ago we actually lost against the bye. But yeah, we won it this time, so felt good. Didn't get the 4 points though, which was I complained about that.
A little bit controversial, but yeah.
It'll be a hard game for West Coast when they come up against the bye.
definitely.
I reckon.
This week.
Definitely, that'll be.
Surely there's a video on West Coast lose to the Bye.
I saw a video. I think it was 2020 when the Crows were not very good.
Yeah.
They finished last, and there was another video which was part 2 of teams losing against the Bye. So Port Adelaide lost. Well, there was a video, a funny meme or whatever they call it, where Port Adelaide lost against the Bye. That was a while ago. But then in 2020, I saw Crows lose against the Bye. It was the same script and all, which I felt it was funnier with the same script, except they said Adelaide instead of Port. That was quite funny. So surely someone can make a West Coast or a North Melbourne one, or a team that's not very good.
That'd be funny.
That'd be funny.
If, let's say Melbourne lose to Collingwood on the weekend, surely they do a Melbourne lose to the Bye, just as a funny thing. They've lost 3 in a row.
I don't know about that. Lenza says, hello, welcome to the podcast. The Seagulls have a hard run coming up. Who are the Seagulls? Couldn't tell you. Do you know who the Seagulls are? Oh, I don't. G'day VD Entertainment as well. So good to see people are arriving. Episode 16 it is now. What else do we have? Gold Coast beat the Kangaroos. Now, the Suns. I am really liking what the Suns are doing. They had a good win against Hawthorn a while back. Was that the week before last? And yeah, they've just been playing some good footy. I don't know how many they've won in a row. They did lose. When did they lose? So let's have a look at it. So Gold Coast beat Hawthorn.
The Suns lost to...
Who did they lose to? Bulldogs, it would have been.
But
they still played okay. And the games before the Dogs, I think they won 2 in a row. So I reckon they're doing quite good. Pies for the 8, says Lenza. It's going to be hard because they're saying the 7's locked in. Who's going to finish 8th? I reckon the Pies are a great shout. And I know you're sort of saying that because you're a Pies fan, but you're not, because I reckon they're a genuine shout. They're in the 8 now. And I know you're a Pies fan, but even as a neutral of Collingwood right here, as I go for Port, I reckon the Pies can definitely make the 8. I like what they're doing. I said it in my tipping video that they're going to make the 8. And, I didn't say they're going to make the 8, but they could make the 8. We have a good fixture. I reckon we'll make it. Port Adelaide and the Western Bulldogs have a real tough run home. I forget, there was one team that had it real easy, and it was Gold Coast. They were saying on one of the Fox Footy shows, it could have been on the Couch or 360, they were saying that the Suns, they have an easy run home, so they reckon they could potentially imagine if they can get in the 8. That would be monumental. Gold Coast, the first time, however long they've been in the competition.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine they somehow won the flag from 8. Imagine that.
I don't know. Well, just them making the finals, firstly, would be, I reckon it'd be good to see. Put your hand up if you reckon you'd like to see the Suns make the 8. I reckon it'd be...
Yeah, definitely.
Be okay. I mean, I don't really hate the Suns. I don't really like the Suns. They're just the Suns, so they're okay. Don't do a lot for me, but yeah, it'd be quite good for them to see.
Check
right, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny, Atlanta. I mean, as unlikely as it is, I wouldn't be saying that, because who knows? If you make the 8, you never know.
It is official. Lenza will shave his head and eyebrows if the Suns win the flag. I don't think the Suns are winning the flag, so I think you're safe. But anyway, let's firstly talk about Melbourne. They've lost 2 in a row. How do you see them going at the moment? Obviously not too good, but they're still top.
Look, every team has these patches where they're going to do very well, but I think Collingwood's a big test for them. I reckon Collingwood's a big test for them.
Agreed. I
Um,
reckon they'll win, but it's a test, definitely.
yeah, I reckon they
Because
should get the
Collingwood
job
beat them
done.
last week,
But
and
let's say,
Collingwood beat Melbourne.
I
Sorry,
don't know. They're still
Collingwood
pretty
beat Fremantle.
flag
Sorry to
favourites.
interrupt.
But
Continue.
let's say they lose to the Pies. Well, what's going wrong for them? Not many crowd numbers are turning up to their games either.
Mm.
So do we, Shannon, mate. We're not saying that.
Oh yeah, we reckon the Days will win the flag, but that brings us on to our topic of the week. Well, are the Days still going to finish first? We're not going to say top four. We're not going to say flag favourites because they're probably that. But are they going to finish first? Because Brisbane are on the same amount of points. So are Fremantle.
They play Brisbane in round 15. I'll
and round
decide
23.
then. Nah, I don't know. I think yes, but this week's a big game for them.
Right in chat, do the D's make the they're not making anything. Do they finish first? If my theory is correct,
but yeah, they're not getting
beat
any of their crowd numbers. Like there's about 15,000 Swans fans there on Saturday night.
Well, as I said, Fremantle did beat Collingwood. Did beat Fremantle. Yeah, they're pretty good against good sides, I feel. But yeah, right in chat.
Stephen May out, so that's big.
Stephen May out. Yeah, right in chat. Are they going to finish first, the Days? People, first, Freo, second, Brisbane, third, Melbourne, fourth, St Kilda, top three, all tied on in points.
There's no way that Melbourne finished third, I don't think.
First or second, I'd say.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is topic of the week. We'll move on to a segment that has a stinger.
They can't win every week. Like they were never going to go undefeated. It's just happened that they lose 2 in a row. So I think they'll bounce back, and everyone will be like, "Yeah, they're back."
We're going to move on to a segment that has a stinger. Topic of the week. I think it did have a stinger back in the day, but it's not. It doesn't have a stinger, and it's not on every week. I tell you that a segment that is on every week, and this is best of the week. Rather, this segment is a fan favourite. I think it's my personal favourite segment. It's been on every episode of this podcast to date. Best of the week. Brought to you by Sportsnut.
Yeah. See you, Linda. Anyway, so 16th edition of Best of the Week, and it's probably like the worst skill wise. It's the bye round, so there's not going to be too many great marks or anything, but yeah, there's very much less to this week, so I tried my best. Mark of the week, we've gone with Luke Bruce. He jumped over Braden Maynard and took a big mark. Goal of the week, Darcy Fogarty attacked it, kicked a big bomb from 60. And yeah, that's best of the week. But yeah, as I said, not many great marks or goals this week. But yeah, hopefully better this week.
16th edition of Best of the Week right there. Before we get on to bring it back, or is it whack? Well, quickly, Just Cause has gone first Days, second Freo, third Brisbane, fourth St Kilda, fifth Carlton, 6 for Geelong, 7 Dogs, 8 Swans, 9 Pies, 10 Tigers, 11 Suns, 12 Port. He's done a top 12.
Yeah,
Not the best.
I rate that.
Pretty close. Predictions there.
And I rate that, except I'd switch Brisbane and Freo around.
Yeah. Shannon says, sadly, Gillon McLaughlin is going to be leaving the AFL at the end of the season. Well, as the CEO, yeah, he is. Last season as the CEO. So who is going to take over? There were questions about that on the day of his announcement and maybe a week or so after that. But now it's not really a big talking point, but it still is interesting to see who will be the next CEO. What I did want to say is let's just quickly preview a couple of games for round 13. The first one, I reckon, is going to be a really interesting one. Thursday night, Richmond and Port Adelaide at the MCG. The Tigers would be favourites, I believe. Put in chat what you think of this game. I reckon this is a real interesting game, and from a Port fan perspective, this is
it's a must-win for Port, yeah.
Even Tigers though, they're in the same boat, similar boat. Just ahead though of Port, the Tigers. Friday night, Essendon Carlton. Who decided that one? Is that a rolling fixture game or?
Yes, it is. I don't know. It's just because of the clubs. It's just because of the rivalry. It's 16th versus like what 5th or something, or 4th.
And I don't really say that because it's 16th versus 5th. I say that, or whatever it is. I say that because I would rather see Essendon Carlton Saturday or Sunday Arvo. I just think that'd be a better game for like a blockbuster. Two Victorian clubs going at it like Carlton, Collingwood a couple of weeks ago. I just think Essendon Carlton in the afternoon is better than a night game. But Friday night, it's a good time slot. Friday night is a great time slot.
It's a bad round though. What else gets a Friday night?
Brisbane St Kilda. That's a Saturday night. That's probably a game of the round. Collingwood Melbourne. That's the Arvo game. Two Victorians going at it. Obviously, what is it? Queen's birthday match.
Gonna be probably the last one that Neil Dana has alive for, because I don't even think he can talk now, which is pretty sad. Or he can, but you can't understand him.
Yeah, I remember. Well, hopefully not. That is not the case. But yeah, he's not.
Hopefully not.
This year for the announcement of who slides, someone else has had to speak for him. Do you know some of the sliders going down this year? I heard Ash Barty.
I have no idea, honestly. I haven't been keeping it up with it.
I've heard Andy Marr, supposedly. Well, the front bar said he is anyway. We'll have to see if that's going to happen. I guess it would, but interesting to see him. We saw Razor Ray last year. When was the last time Port played a Thursday night at the MCG? Oh, must have been ages ago. Never, potentially. Essendon are celebrating its 150th anniversary against Carlton. That might be why. Isn't it the whole year their 150th, or is this the actual game where they're going the 150th anniversary because it's on the same day? Or we'll have to. I don't know.
But let's just get into the jumpers.
Here we go. Bring it back, or is it whack? Some interesting jumpers, I would say, tonight. I'll bring it up on screen. Are we on screen? Can you guys see that? Believe you can. All right, first one. Bring it back, or is it whack? This, I don't know what year it's from, but it's a Clash/Away Guernsey. We obviously have seen a more blue jumper from Geelong this season, but what about this rendition of a more blue jumper from Geelong way back when?
I'm gonna start. I don't think it's awful, but it's definitely whack. I could not see them bringing this back.
I reckon it's a good, and I wouldn't say good. I'd say whack, but it's not whack.
It's not awful, but it's
not awful. It's okay. Just cause it says whack. It's okay. I don't mind the idea with the cat's face. I don't think it's terrible. I just, as you said, wouldn't see Geelong bringing this if they went with a more blue jumper later. I reckon they'd just keep the one that they've had
Yeah.
in 2022, which looks pretty good. The home jumper, but a more blue version of it. G'day, IJM Sports. We are pretty good tonight. We had a bit of a shaky start because I welcomed Sports Nutton and he didn't get a response, but we're here now. This St Kilda jumper. Now, I like their away or clash, whatever you want to call it, jumper they put out for 2022. But this one, I don't know when they first had it, but I know they had it in 2017 because they wore it against Port Adelaide when Robbie Gray kicked that goal right at the end. Bring it back, or is it whack?
Look, it looks good from here, but I don't know because, like, when they actually wore it, I don't reckon it was that good, but I'll say bring it back.
Well, Shannon Just Cause and Shannon Humphreys. Oh, no, Shannon Humphreys and Shannon Humphreys, they're the same person. So two people, Shannon and Just Cause, have gone, bring it back. They are a fan of this Guernsey. I'd say bring it back as well, personally. I think this is a good jumper.
Yeah.
The red up the top gives it another dimension. Predominantly white, which is what you need for an away Guernsey, and the black coloured cross as well. I reckon this is a good jumper. Now, this next jumper that I'm going to put on screen, it's an okay. Well, it's not okay. I mean, here it is.
Yeah.
The worst clash Guernsey ever made because it's just the home jumper, but you've put some yellow down the side,
It's
collars
just
and
the colours
cuffs.
reversed.
What even is this?
Colours reversed, and it's terrible. Actually,
And then
no,
you've got a little bit on the side. It's not too bad.
It's not colours reversed, actually, but it's just a weird jumper. I reckon it's whack.
It's whack. It's okay, if you know what I mean, like as a jumper.
Yeah.
But as an away clash, if you're sort of the home jumper, it's like, what's the difference here? You've got yellow collars and cuffs and a little bit down the side. So as a away slash,
Wouldn't you might as well just wear your home jersey than this? Like, what's that going to do then?
What's that going to do? Unless you wear yellow shorts with it, still.
Yeah.
What is... Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do here. That is, I reckon, the worst away jumper of all time. Just the way, because it's so similar to the home. Whack. IJM says there's a very similar jumper for one of my local club. What, with that yellow down the side?
It wouldn't be bad for a local club, I don't think, but for an AFL team.
It's just too similar to the home. That is no good. And the one they have now with the inverse is pretty good. Bring it back, or is it whack? Now, here's not a jumper, but here's an idea. Don't know how you can bring it back when it's never been done before. But yellow cuffs, you scrap down the side, but just yellow collars and cuffs on the Richmond Guernsey. Yes or no? Not bring it back, or is it whack? Because they've never done it, I believe, for a home jumper anyway. Yes or no, people? No? It's just an idea, so... Traditionalists are coming in, and I'm usually one of them, but I don't mind it. Like
G'day, Mr. Saints fan.
The Bulldogs, they put red collars and cuffs in 2021, I believe. Now, that was good.
G'day, Mr. Saints fan. Yeah, look, there's a lot of yeses, but Shannon says no. That is exactly this club's jumper. Interesting. Alright, well, I don't know.
Just Cause says yes. I reckon yellow collars and cuffs wouldn't be.
Well, are we about to wrap up? Because I've got something to say just before we do. If we
I'll wrap up in a moment or so. Couple of minutes.
Just before we wrap up, show you Sri Lanka T20 tonight.
Well, we will get into some cricket talks actually. Australia, Sri Lanka tonight.
Yeah.
11 p.m.
It's late. 11:30. Sure, you don't do too well over subcontinent, especially in T20, but I'll back our boys in Sri Lanka are pretty bad.
Kane Richardson's playing. I looked at the
no Pat Cummins.
11. No Pat Cummins. No Zampa. They're going with
Ashton
Agar.
Cummins for the test. But
Steve Smith is apparently
seen that.
Scrapped. He's just scrapped the Mr. Fix-It
I know,
role,
which I
and
don't think will work for him. But Anyway,
Let's smack it out of the park. Stop fixing and start firing, or whatever
it'd
Cricket
be funny if
Australia
he just
titled
takes
that
it way
video.
too personally and tries to smack every single ball for Smith for 6.
That would be funny. But he's still batting it like the same order, same position,
Yeah.
I believe.
Jeez.
But yeah, that's going to be an interesting game. That T20. How many T20s are there? 3.
Yeah, I think.
And also we saw England, New Zealand, the first test, done and dusted. And the mighty England side, they did it. Joe Root.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a great 100, which won England the game. But someone underrated was the debutant Matthew Potts. How many wickets did he take? He was the outstanding. He was the best bowler in both innings, taking 4 wickets in the first and 3rd in the second innings.
We love Potsy here on the Imperfect Professional YouTube channel.
Very close to winning man of the match, let me tell you that. Imagine if he did on his debut game. He didn't do a lot wrong.
I know.
I know he made a duck, but he's not. He's a bowler, but he's batting at 8. So, I don't know if he can usually bat or not. He didn't bat in the second innings, but if you're batting at 8, you need to be able to bat a bit. But hopefully that duck was just a bit unfortunate. Also, Brendan McCullum, the actual coach, wasn't he, against New Zealand, which is quite historic, since it's against his side that he captained. He was captain in New Zealand. So that's quite historic as well. The sports nut he's left us here, but we'll wrap up in a moment. Anyway, just cause 11:30 for the east side of Australia. Sportsnet's back.
Yep, accidentally left.
Well, that's all good. There's no need for that type of language, but anyway, that's in chat. Oh no, you've gone with the double K actually. Oh no, the triple K. Well, that's a bit different. Anyway, that'll wrap up, I reckon. Episode 16. Some good cricket chat in the end there. We haven't had a bit of cricket chat in a while. Oh, no, Just Cause has actually spelled it correctly. Okay. No, seriously, on a serious note, it was good. Good to chat. Come on, Sportsnet, you're not BT. It's good to chat some cricket, and we've obviously got our cricket man in chat, IJM. He's the cricket naffy. As well as Steve Smith, who's going to smack every ball. He's not going to try to get out. He's going to not have that fear of getting out. He's just going to smack him, and if he gets out, oh, well, there's always tomorrow.
5 golden ducks in a row. Oh, I don't care.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully he does okay. He might even not have to bat.
I just can't see him doing well with trying to smash every ball. Anyways,
Josh Inglis right on his tail, but
yeah,
he's
57 subscribers. This channel's got better growth than probably both me and Ken.
Who's this?
This podcast, 57 subs.
Oh, oopsies. 57. We're on 55. We're stuck on 55. Guys, do I have to bring back Cam's Pain? Because I will. We'll get to 100. We'll do it.
We're not gaining any, though, which is not good.
No, but 57, that's a pretty good audience. We found our core audience. We have our usual weekly audience for about 5, give or take.
To Just Cause, he's been here.
The big Just Cause. He's just, I don't know what he's putting in chat there, but some emojis right there. Anyway, go to the Aussies for tonight. Go the Power. Go the Hawks. I'll say it because you go for the Hawks. Who are they playing?
Go the Hawks.
It's going to be a tricky game. That'll do it.
Freya's probably... if it rained, we'll get the job done. But, yeah.
We'll have to say, where's it at? The G or?
Perth.
Perth.
Yeah.
Well then. See ya next week, hopefully.